Welcome everyone to today's webinar where we'll be diving into mastering Roth conversion strategies in Voyant. My name is Jamie Phelps. I'm the Client Success Lead here at Voyant, and by the end of this session you'll have a clear understanding of how to efficiently transfer assets into tax-free Roth accounts and communicate the tax benefits to your clients. We'll also explore how to present these strategies in a way that showcases their long-term value. Please note with this session being recorded, and a link to the recording will be shared with you afterwards, usually within 24 hours. While we won't address live questions during the session, feel free to email me at support@planwithvoyant.com if you have any follow-up questions. In today's example, we'll explore two scenarios for a client: their current situation versus the benefits of scheduling Roth conversions for their tax-deferred 401k accounts. We'll compare both scenarios side by side to visualize the advantages this recommendation could bring to your client. Really quickly, let me point out that in the retirement section for this current situation, we have two traditional 401k accounts, and we're going to go to our what if section and create a Roth conversion option. Create this plan. We're going to go now to the bottom right hand corner and we're going to select the retirement tile and select retirement plan. We're going to create a Roth IRA for each of our clients, and we're going to leave the amounts at 0. Do the same thing for the spouse, Julie. Clicking done to save. And now if we go to the retirement section for this what if scenario, which we are in right now, you'll be able to see the traditional 401ks as well as those two empty Roth IRA buckets. So what we want to do now is schedule the conversions. To do that, we're going to go again to our plus button and I'm going to select transfers under plan actions. To transfer to is going to be the Roth IRA buckets. So we're going to do the primary client, Mr. Roth, first. I'm going to transfer from his traditional 401k. So as soon as we locate that, we're going to select it and we're going to do all available. We're going to do a total phased transfer amount, and you can convert evenly over a specific number of years, or you can convert only within a selected tax bracket. How you select to convert this is going to be completely up to you as the advisor. In this example, I'll just do it evenly over a specific number of years, and you can pay the taxes on converted funds from all available sources, or you can select specific accounts. I'm going to do it from all available sources and just let the software decide to make it easy on myself. For timing, I'm going to have this start now and end at his retirement. And I'm going to click this down arrow here and save and add another. I'm going to transfer to Julie's Roth IRA bucket and transfer from her 401k. I'm going to set this up identically to Mr. Roth and do a total phase transfer amount, and we're going to do this starting now and ending when she retires. And we're going to click done to save those, and you'll now be able to see those here in the transfers section. And if you want to review your transfers, you can do that here in year view. Go to your retirement tile, use your slider bar to look at any of the years. You can see those contributions and withdrawals going into any of the accounts. All right, let's take a look first at our Let's See screen, and we're going to compare and contrast these two options by going to Chart View. You're going to see your Roth conversion option up here at the top, and you're going to see our current position down here at the bottom. I'm going to turn on the details so we can see a bit more information. And this is a good opportunity when you're in a client conversation to do a little bit of education about what they're seeing, because as beautiful as these charts look, they only make so much sense as you know what you're looking at. So the black total need line is going to reflect the total expenses in the years of retirement here that we're looking at. So their total burn rate, total annual estimated expenses, plus their total annual estimated taxes, if applicable. And that's going to be the same down here in their current position. That's where they're using these traditional 401ks. You can see those here in blue. That's the retirement savings. Up here, we've transferred those funds into Roth IRAs. So you see it here in this light green as tax-free savings. Now, a quick difference that you notice here is in the current position at age 75, the cash flow is going above that total need line. Now, why is that? That is because when they hit age 75 in those traditional 401k accounts, those accounts are subject to something called RMDs, required minimum distributions. So even though they do not need all of those funds, they are subject to required minimum distributions, meaning that even though they don't need those funds, they are going to have to pull that money out of their investments, and those monies are no longer going to be invested and growing. So let's take a look at some of the ways that these Roth IRA transfers can help your clients in the long term. Let's look first at taxes. Now this is a beautiful chart to look at if you're a client, because you can see really quickly, hey, top chart, no taxes in retirement. That looks pretty good. And bottom chart, why are there taxes? Well, that's because your assets are in tax deferred investment accounts. You're going to have to pay income taxes on each of those withdrawals in retirement. And if we hover over the last bar in the chart, we have this lovely option here called cumulative taxes, and this can give you the cumulative effect of those income taxes that they're paying over time. So you can see in the bottom current position, they would pay $4.2 million in taxes over the lifetime of their plan if they kept their assets in traditional 401ks. If they did the conversions, it would be more like $3.6 million. And these are, of course, estimates based on all of the knowledge that we have at the moment. Now, if we turn over to our assets chart, now they're not going to have to take those RMDs. They're not going to have to pull out money to pay taxes. So how does this affect their assets over the long run? Let's take a look at their assets now. Now, if you click these three dots here and you turn on your legend, you're going to get these options here, and you can pull things out of the chart. So let's just pull their illiquid assets out of the chart because it really isn't applicable to this conversation that we're having. Let's just talk about their liquid assets. If we look at that final year in the chart and we compare those numbers, the final year in the chart with the Roth conversion option, they're not having to pull out money to pay taxes. They're not having to pull out money to fulfill those RMDs. They're going to be looking at a legacy of $15.1 million. Now, not only does that give them more money to handle any of the curveballs life might throw at them, like long-term care needs or any unexpected expenses. It also gives them more money to spend in retirement if they would like to. It also gives them more money for their heirs to inherit in tax-free Roth accounts, as opposed to their current position where it would be more like $11.8 million. I think these are powerful ways to demonstrate the value of your advice and really drive home the value of what you're bringing to your clients through these conversations. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions that you would like to ask following this webinar, please do feel free to reach out to me at support@planwithvoyant.com. You can set up one-on-one time with me by emailing me there. You can also send me over any client cases that you're working on if you have some questions by clicking the name of your client in the top right. You can request support. This will send me an active link to your plan so that I can open it and take a look, share client access right there. And I'm also happy to help you prepare for any client meetings that you have coming up if you'd like some assistance there. Thank you for listening.